Good day, everyone. Welcome to our exciting presentation on the latest developments in India on 5th September 2024. We have got a packed session covering everything from natural disasters to groundbreaking peace accords. So fasten your seatbelts and get ready for a whirlwind tour of India's current events. Ladies and gentlemen, brace yourself for some sobering news to start with from the Northeast. Nagaland has been hit hard by Mother Nature's fury. The picturesque state is grappling with devastating landslides along National Highway 29 in the Chumukdema district. This aren't your average mudslides, folks. We are talking about life altering events that have tragically claimed 6 lives and left 4 others injured. But that's not all. These landslides have also thrown a massive wrench in the works, disrupting the vital road link between Dimapur and Kohima. It's a stark reminder of the power of nature and the challenges faced by our fellow citizens in the Northeast. Now let's shift our gears to some good news for our senior citizens. The Union Labour Ministry has given the green light to a game-changing proposal, the Centralized Pension Payments System, or CPPS for short. This isn't just another government acronym, folks. We are talking about a revolutionary system that's set to benefit a whopping 78 lakh pensioners under the Employees Pension Scheme. Gone are the days of pensioners running from pillar to post to get their hard-earned money. With CPPS, it's all about convenience. Imagine being able to withdraw your pension from any bank, any branch, anywhere in the country. No more paperwork nightmares or endless queues. And here's the cherry on the top. It's all Aadhaar based. That means no more tedious verification processes. Your pension will be created faster than you can say retirement. But wait, that's more. The EPFO is rubbing its hand in glee, expecting significant cost reduction in pension disbursement. It's a win-win situation, folks. Happy pensioners and a happy government. Hold on to your hats, because you are about to witness history in the making. After 35 long years of conflict, peace is finally on the horizon in Tripura. The Government of India, the Government of Tripura, and two major armed groups, the National Liberation Front of Tripura and the All Tripura Tiger Force, have put pen to the paper on a groundbreaking peace accord. This isn't just about laying down arms, folks. We are talking about 321 armed cadres choosing to embrace peace and join the mainstream. Their training and their weapons for a chance to contribute to Tripura's development. It's a testament to the power of dialogue and the promise of brighter future. But that's not all. The center is putting its money where its mouth is, approving a special package of rupees 250 crore for the development of Tripura's tribal population. This peace accord isn't just ending a conflict, it's paving the way for the new era of growth and prosperity in the Northeast. Now that's what I call a win for democracy. Attention political junkies, we have got some juicy news from the land of snow-capped mountains. The Himachal Pradesh Assembly has just dropped a bombshell of a bill, and it's all about keeping our elected representatives in check. The bill is taking aim at those legislators who have been disqualified under the anti-defection law. But here's the kicker, it's not just about disqualification. We are talking about hitting them where it hurts, their pension. That's right, folks. The bill is all about recovering those hard-earned taxpayer rupee from the pockets of disqualified members. But wait, there's more. The bill is also shaking things up when it comes to marriage annulment petitions. It's extending the time period for filling these petitions, giving people more time to sort out their marital woes. And here's the cherry on the top. This bill isn't playing second fiddle to anyone. Its provisions are set to take precedence over existing laws. Talk about a legislative powerhouse. All right, tech enthusiasts and economy watchers, it's time to put on your thinking caps. The International Labour Organization has just dropped a bombshell of a report, and it's all about how AI is shaking up our labor markets. From 2019 to 2022, we saw global labor income share take a nosedive, dropping by 0.6 percentage points. That might not sound like much, but in the world of economics, it's a big deal. But here's where it gets interesting. Since 2022, that decline has hit the brakes and remained flat. What does this mean for the future of work? Is AI the job stealing boogeyman? Some claim it to be. Or could it be a catalyst for new opportunities? One thing's for sure, the world of work is changing, and we are all along for the ride. Alright, so our next story is from Rajasthan. So, ladies and gentlemen, it's time to celebrate a win for gender equality. Rajasthan is leading the charge, approving a whopping 33% reservation for women in the state police force. This isn't just about ticking box, folks. We are talking about a game changing move that's set to provide more employment opportunities for women and bring a much needed dose of sensitivity to policing. Imagine a police force that's better equipped to handle cases involving women with care and understanding. That's the future Rajasthan is building. And they are not stopping here. The state is walking the talk, amending the state police subordinate service rules to make this reservation a reality. But hold on to your hats, because there's more. The cabinet also tackled the thorny issue of paper leaks in recruitment exams. Despite the controversy, they have decided to stand firm and not cancel the exam for sub inspectors. It's a bold move, and one that's sure to spark some heated debates. Time for some aviation news. Buckle up, aviation enthusiast, because we are about to take a deep dive into the turbulent world of Indian Airlines. We are putting SpiceJet under the microscope and comparing its performance to the industry giant Indigo, and this is during the pandemic years. Let's talk numbers, shall we? SpiceJet rental, airport, and maintenance costs soared to a whopping 20,950 crores, matching their employee benefit expenses. But here's where it gets rough. They also racked up losses of 12,000 crore. Ouch. Now let's look at another set of figures. We see rental, airport, and maintenance cost of rupees 5,880 crores, with losses incurred at 2,720 crores. These numbers paint a picture of the challenges faced by the airlines during the pandemic and the impact of expansion strategies. The aviation sector is known for its turbulence, and these figures show not just how bumpy the ride can be. It's a stark reminder of the delicate balance airlines must maintain between the growth and financial stability. Okay, folks. So we are about to dive into a tale of ambitious development and environmental concerns in paradise. The Andaman and Nicobar Islands are getting up for a mega infrastructure project worth a staggering 72,000 crore, and at the helm is Anitco. But here's where it gets interesting. When Anitco was appointed as the project proponent in 2020, they were flying blind when it came to environmental matters. No environmental policy, no environment cell, and a serious lack of human resources to oversee such a massive project. This raises some serious questions, doesn't it? How do we balance the need for development with environmental protection, especially in a place as ecologically sensitive as the Andaman and Nicobar Islands? It's a classic case of ambition meeting reality, and the outcome could have far reaching consequences for this tropical paradise. Okay, now some news from Himachal Pradesh. Ladies and gentlemen, Himachal Pradesh is making waves with a groundbreaking bill that's set to redefine marriage in the state. The prohibition of child marriage under the Himachal Pradesh Amendment Bill 2024 is not just raising eyebrows, it's raising the minimum marriageable age for women from 18 to 21. But wait, there's more. The bill is all about equality, folks. It's scrapping the distinction between male and female in the definition of child under the Prohibition of Child Marriage Act 2006. That means both men and women will have to wait until they are 21 to tie the knot. And for those who find themselves in the marriage they want out of, there is good news. The bill is extending the time period for filing the annulment petition from 2 years to 5 years after reaching majority. That means you have got until you are 23 to call it quits if you need to. But hold on to your horses. This bill isn't just a law yet. Since it's introducing a different minimum marriageable age for women, it needs the president's stamp of approval. And let's not forget the concerns raised by the experts about potential criminal prosecutions. It's a complex issue, folks, and the one that's sure to spark some heated debates again. Okay, this is not a feudal era when the king's word was law. Boom. There's the Supreme Court of India dropping truth bombs. These powerful words came straight from a bench headed by Justice B.R. Gavai, and they are a stark reminder of the principles our democracy is built on. The Supreme Court on Wednesday orally slammed Uttarakhand Chief Minister Pushkar Singh Dhami for ignoring objections from the state bureaucracy and his own minister against the transfer of an officer who is facing departmental and Central Bureau of Investigations proceedings as the director of ecologically sensitive Rajaji Tiger Reserve. In a world where power can sometimes go to people's head, it's refreshing to see the highest court in the land putting things in perspective. This statement is a clear message to anyone who might think they are above the law. In the modern India, it's the constitution that reigns supreme, not any individual. It's a powerful affirmation of our democratic values and a reminder of the crucial role the judiciary plays in upholding them. So the next time someone tries to pull rank, just remember we left the feudal era behind a long, long time ago. Okay, so time for some international news. Brace yourself for some sobering news from the ongoing conflict in Ukraine. The western city of Lviv, long considered a relative safe haven, has been rocked by a devastating Russian missile strike. This isn't just another day in the war, we are talking about a tragedy that's claimed 7 lives, including 3 innocent children. But the human toll is just the beginning. The attack has left a trail of destruction in its wake, damaging vital civilian infrastructure. Schools where children should be learning and hospitals where the sick should be healing have been reduced to rubble. And let's not forget the attack on Lviv is part of a larger intensifying Russian offensive. Just a day earlier, a strike on the central city of Poltava claimed 53 lives in one of the deadliest attacks of the invasion. These events serve as a stark reminder of the brutal reality of war and the urgent need for peace. It's a tragedy that continues to unfold, with civilians caught in the crossfire of a conflict that seems to know no bounds. Right, now let's turn our attention to China. Chinese President Xi Jinping is rolling out the red carpet for the African leaders in Beijing. That isn't just any diplomatic meet and greet. We are talking about a high stakes summit that could reshape China Africa relations. Now, you might be wondering what's the big deal? Well, let me tell you, the summit is happening at a crucial time. China's economy is facing some headwinds, and its ambitious Belt and Road Initiative is under scrutiny. But here's where it gets interesting. Africa remains a key player in China's global strategy. This summit isn't just about headshakes and photo ops. It's a chance for China to reaffirm its commitment to African development and potentially announce new investment deals. For African leaders, it's an opportunity to secure much needed infrastructure, funding, and economic support. But let's not forget the geopolitical chess. As China strengthens its ties with Africa, other global powers are watching closely. This summit could very well set the tone for Africa's role in the evolving global order. So keep your eyes peeled, folks. The outcomes of this meeting could have far reached consequences. Alright, science enthusiasts, it's time to put on your thinking caps. We are about to dive into some fascinating research that's shedding light on the link between animal habitats and brain complexity. And our star of the show, the colorful and charismatic anole lizards of Puerto Rico. Here's the scoop. Researchers have discovered that anoles living in more complex habitats like the bustling tree canopy have brains with a higher density of neurons. It's like nature's version of a more you do, the smarter you get. Think about it. Navigating through a dense canopy with all its twists and turns is like a daily obstacle course for these little guys. And that's just like how our brains adapt when we learn a new skill. These lizards' brains have evolved to meet the cognitive demands of their challenging environments. The scientists didn't just stop at counting neurons, though. They delved deep into different regions of the anole's brains, analyzing neuron density to understand the processing capacity. It's like they are mapping the lizard equivalent of Silicon Valley. But here's where it gets really, really interesting. The research isn't just about lizards. It's giving us a peek into the very process of evolution itself. These findings suggest that the differences we see in brain structure among these anoles could be directly linked to the habitats they call home. So the next time you see a lizard scurrying up a tree, remember that little guy might just have a brain as complex as the world it lives in. It's a reminder that in nature, every challenge is an opportunity for growth and adaptation. Now that's what I call brain power. Well, ladies and gentlemen, hope you like the presentation. Do support by subscribing so that I can keep bringing this to you all. And I see you in the next video. Ciao. Bye bye.